Well, it's 32 minutes past. Shall we get started and then anybody else can either join us or watch it back afterwards? Brilliant.
Yeah.
So, hello everyone, and welcome to week 4 of campaign 1. As you know, we like to do our meetings together so you can get as much knowledge as possible from all of us. My name is Sasha. I'm the BDM for Area 335, which is all of Ipswich, Felixstowe, Woodbridge, and all those little villages nearby as well. So we're going to start by telling you, going through what's on the table and what's to come this year. So if you wouldn't mind clicking on for me, please, Charlie. Thank you very much. So you may have already heard, and hopefully you have, about the incentive that we have this campaign. That's the Inspire and Grow Together incentive. If you haven't heard of it, there is actually still time because we're not at the end of the month yet. So we have over 10,000 representatives that are still direct to Avon. And as we are a leader-led business, we want obviously you guys to have them. So this is our incentive we're running to help the established representatives come underneath you, meaning that, sorry, I'll just let that person in because it's in the way of my words now, so that you can help grow your team. So if you wouldn't mind clicking on for me, Charlie, I'll go through all the information to make sure that everybody knows the criteria. So step 1, obviously, is to hit your personal sales qualifier. You're going to want to do that anyway to make sure that you are still earning from your own team. And obviously be active this campaign. So have at least one new representative. So Jodie, you put a new person in, so you're already on the ball ready for that. And then as we go forward, you want to encourage that representative to earn over £100 in digital sales. So that sells through their online brochure or their Avon store. And then you would get an established rep that used to be directly under Avon that knows what they're doing but can have the extra coaching and support along the way at the end of February. The more you recruit, the more you get. So when you have 2 or more, it doubles. So if you wouldn't mind clicking on again, Charlie, I'll show you an example of that. As you can see from this lovely picture, which is now coming up, yep, we've got Sarah. So it just gives you a little example here. Sarah's got one new rep this campaign, over £300 of sales. So smash that £100 criteria. You're going to get a new representative that used to be directly under Avon. John here has 3. One of them only did £50 of sales online. So it doesn't quite make it, but the other 3 all did over the 100. Sorry, the other 2. So therefore, those 2 are doubled. So he gets 4. Boom, boom, boom. 4, lovely, in the bag. Then you've got Amy. She had 3 new that made over the £100 of sales and 1 who didn't get online sales. So her 3 will be doubled to become 6. What I want to talk about that's really important is normally, for those of you sales leaders that have been around before, at this point in the campaign, we would be talking about recruiting into the next campaign. But we're living in an ever-changing world. And with digital the way that it is, you can get online sales so quickly. So the people that were on earlier would have heard that Jodie's got a new recruit with a £50 order straight away. If you have somebody who couldn't join even up until that last day of January, their mum orders £50 from them digitally and their sister does, they've hit that £100 and boom. So even though we're towards the end of the campaign, you still have time to achieve this if you haven't already. For those of you that do already have recruits, it's really within your best interest to ensure that those representatives are earning over that £100 online. What you don't want is one of them to do £92 worth and you just miss it. Now, what we've done is we've got incentives that you're going to hear about later that align with this to help with it. It's the last week, it's the last push of the campaign. We want to go out with a big bang. It's payday week, payday weekend, so we want to make sure, people have money this time of year. I know it sounds silly, but January's got, 182 days in it, and our December pay packet has had to stretch out all that time. The months before everybody was spending on Christmas, this is the month when people get their money coming in, they want to indulge, they want a little bit of luxury. So we've got the offer on the store of spend over £30, get £5 off. We've got the lovely 3 bundles that are on your Avon On that you can share. So you've got the digital assets. So encourage those new representatives to be sharing that as much as possible. So if they achieve over that £100 in sales, they're going to earn more, they're going to stay, they're going to be happy, and you're going to get lots of lovely established reps. So that's Inspire and Grow in a nutshell. And I'm going to pass you over to the lovely Charlie.
Thanks, Sasha. That's that. So I wanted to talk to you today about President's Club. Now, this is something really to start thinking and planning now. Set out your goals and what level you want to achieve this year to get even more to grow your business as well, to support you with that. So for the bronze target, it's £7,000. Now, think to yourself, how can you reach that? So President's Club will run from the 1st of January all the way to the 31st of December. So you've got all year to plan this. So I've actually just worked out that if you want to hit bronze PC, you will have to take £584 for each campaign. Now, to hit silver and reach that 13,500, that's £1,125 per campaign. So already have that in your mind and think about how much you've achieved for January and then split it, how much you need per campaign for the rest of the year to reach your goal and what PC level you're going to be reaching for. Now, we do also have our elite rewards as well this year. So for every £500 growth in 2021 on your previous year, you will receive an additional £5 in vouchers. How amazing is that? So keep trying to get that growth every campaign of £500 and that will build up for you, which is brilliant. So also new for 2021, we have the top 100 reps by the end of campaign 9 for PC will be invited to an exclusive fourth quarter virtual event. So this is really exciting. We haven't done it before, so make sure you push yourself, get in those top 100 reps, and you'll be invited to that too. And also there will be 10 wildcard places are also up for grabs, so look out for that as well. But not only that, we've also introduced our Heart of Leadership. This is amazing, especially if you're striving to really push and drive your teams this year. So you will be eligible for the Heart of Leadership incentive for principal, leader and above. Now, this is when you have, so this will be a cash bonus and you will receive that when you've maintained your paid title rank for 3 consecutive campaigns, okay? So you need to be at principal leader, for example, for 3 campaigns and you'll retrieve that £1,000 cash bonus. Insane. So definitely have this at the back of your mind, especially reaching for that principal leader and then so on, as you can see. I mean, wouldn't it be amazing to then get your £2,000, £3,000? Now, these are when you first achieve it after those three consecutive campaigns. So they are paid out once. And then obviously your next goal would be getting to that next bronze ambassador, for example. But how amazing, and wouldn't it be great to achieve that? Now, the only things to think out about, of course, it's about getting those 3 consecutive campaigns, but also you need to recruit 1 G1 within the campaign, and also, of course, hit your personal sales of £250. And that's it. So yeah, so get reaching for those goals. And I'm going to now pass you over to Divna, and we're going to talk about something very exciting.
Thank you, Charlie. So I am going to talk to you about Circle of Excellence, and the next year is the one where everybody goes to Cuba. Oh my goodness me, the land of salsa, Havana, the massive cigars, snorkeling. I am so excited, and I hope that this is going to inspire everybody else as well. So to tell you what the representatives need to do, first of all, so that they can actually achieve this. And I'm just going to admit Kimberly because she's sitting right in the middle of the circle. Okay, so for every point of sales that a representative incurs, there is a point which will go towards a trip for 1. Now, the target is 50,000 points, or if you want to win a trip for 2, you do need to aim for 150,000 points. Now, I've already seen that a lot of people in my area have been smashing the targets for January, and that's such a wonderful thing to see. People actually getting £500, £1,000, £1,200, but we don't just want it to be based on your normal sales. So if I may have the next slide, please.
Of
And as we're saying, that isn't all, because for what you are giving to Avon, we are actually going to help you with. So supply 2021 off to the best possible start with every single digital pound order. We will give you an extra point. So if you get £1,500 of digital sales, we will add 1,500 points. So 3,000 points. That gets you off to a phenomenal start. And that is every campaign in this first quarter. But what I would just like to point out here, and the writing's so small, I do just need to put my glasses on. So just to reiterate that digital product sales is the total value of direct attached customer delivery sales, which is through My Avon store and or the digital brochure. So I hope that everybody is very clear on that. And absolutely best of luck to all you representatives. And now I'd love to hand you over to the gorgeous Karen, and she will talk to you about the sales leader side.
Thank you, Dave. Now, morning, everybody. So now we're going to move on to the Circle of Excellence for sales leaders. So you are very lucky because you get two chances to win. You can do it as a representative and also as a sales leader. Whichever one you come highest in is the one that you will go through with. So we've got 3 pots for the sales leaders. So let's go to pot number 1, which is for our new sales leaders. So to get the trip for 1, you need to have 100,000 annual network sales, and 30% of this has to be digital network sales. And the top 20 in the country will get the trip for 1. The trip for 2, this is going to be the top 3 highest volume of G1 and G2 first orders, and you'll be lucky enough to get the trip for 2. So now on to the established leaders. So for the trip for 1, it will be our top 20 of G1 sales and network sales on volume growth and a percentage of growth. And to get the trip for 2, it will be the 3 highest on volume of G1, G2 first orders of LOA 1. Now on to the pot number 3, which is for our ambassadors. So the trip for 1 is uncapped, so as many as achieved can go. So they need to get 1 million annual network sales, and 500K has to be digital network sales. Now, that might sound that that's a lot. You think that that's a lot, but we do have 65 ambassadors, and some of them are doing 31 million in a year. So they still only have to get the 500K of digital sales to achieve that. And then for the trip for 2, it will be the top 3 highest volume of G1, G2 first orders, LOA 1. So that's our 3 pots. But for all you lovely new ones, Jodie, mentioning no names, any new sales leaders that get to bronze ambassadors will automatically win the trip for 1. So good luck, everybody, and let's see some bronze ambassadors in our area. I don't know, am I passing over to B?
Yeah.
Thanks, Karen. Well, we've got 5 days left till the end of the campaign, and there's no point sitting down and putting your feet up, because this is a great opportunity, and we've got this amazing incentive to really drive your sales and your rep sales for the next 5 days. So when your customers spend £30 online, they're going to save a whopping £5. So that's got my attention. So what you need to do is to get your reps to get this message out there. It needs to be right across social media. And I don't want to hear I've done 1 post. I want to hear I've done 20 posts today on 10 different selling sites every day for the next 5 days. Why don't you challenge your reps? You know, why don't you challenge them to sell a bottle of vitamin C serum at £25 every day for the next 5 days? If all your reps did that, that's an extra £125 per rep, and that's really going to impact your network sales. So why not give it a go? Set that challenge today, set an incentive. What have you got under the stairs? Can you put a basket of goodies together that the person that gets the top online sales between now and the 31st when we finish is going to win. I'll leave it over to you. You're all very creative. So good luck with that one. There's every reason that this should be able to really accelerate your sales to the finish line on the 31st. Can I have the next slide, please? Okay, now you've probably seen us advertising this event at 1 o'clock today on Facebook. I've emailed my team of sales leaders and reps, and so have all the other BDMs. And this is because as we make our calls to new reps, to existing reps, to PC members, and to our sales leader teams, we get to hear of an awful lot of people that sadly are suffering from anxiety and depression. Now, this could be really serious and stopping you going outside. This could render you bedridden, or it could just be that you're totally fed up with homeschooling and feeling like you're about to pop, or you're feeling desperately lonely because you're on lockdown and you're shut away from all your friends. So I've asked a very, very good friend of mine, Sophia Noel, who is an expert in she's a transformative mentor and an energy healer. Now, I can't tell you the amazing impact that she's had on my life just working with her for the last 8 months. And I've asked her to do this session today for any of your teams that are a little bit down or really affected by anxiety and depression. We've got to change that. We've got to make people better, and we've got to make sure that they're, living their best life, even though we're having the awful consequences of COVID and all the horrors that we see on the news all the time. So it's totally free. Come along at 1 o'clock today with your teams. You will be given a free gift worth $200. And apart from any of that, you should really hear Sophia's story, because if you think you've got it tough, listen to her tell you how she really came from a trailer trash life, living in a trailer on a caravan park, washed up in America, thrown out of home at midnight when she was 17, and then how she went on to put herself through university to get not one but 2 doctorates, and has lived all around the world living her best life. I know she's going to have an amazing effect on everybody that tunes in today. So please, please push your reps to attend. I really feel it'll do them an awful lot of good. So I think that brings us to the end of our meeting, doesn't it, Sasha?
It does. There's just one thing I wanted to mention. I popped it in the chat box, but just in case you can't see in the chat box, the extra points that have just kind of come out, it's the lastminute.com, so it wasn't really on these slides. So for the trip to Cuba, as Karen said before, you can win as a representative or as a sales leader, whichever way you want and whichever way is best for you. But we're offering something just for January. I know there's not much left, but with those digital offers that Vanessa just shared, there's no time like the present to share away, because for every 500 points that you get in January, so that every pound of points of £500 of sales would get you an extra 50% of points. If you do £1,000, that would give you an extra 75% of points. And if you do 2,000, that gives you the whopping 100% extra points as well as the ones that you can get in the quarter. So I wanted to shout it out just in case, because it's not much time left to do anything with that. So do it while you can, kind of thing. So I wanted to say that. But has anybody got any questions that's on the call at all? Don't be shy. You can take your mic off. You can pop it in the chat box if you prefer. Just wanted to let you know what's on the table at the moment, what you should be looking to do in the last week of this campaign, where your priorities should be, what's good for you and your business. But you've got all of us here, so if you have any questions, please do shout. Or if there's anything in particular you'd like to see coming up in the future, then please let us know. We're always open to suggestions.
Has anybody already got their suitcase packed?
Me.
Go, Charlotte.
Looks like just me and you already on the plane then, Charlie.
I'm always packed to go somewhere exotic, Divna. I could go now. Give me 5 minutes.
That's all right. We'll see you at the airport.
Okay, we've
Charlotte's-
just had a
Can I
question
just answer
from.
that question, Charlotte? I've put the link in our sales leader group. The link for the call at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock today.
And the email is on its way as well, with the link into.
Okay. Sorry. I think we should have a. Oh, no, I was just going to say, I think we should have a shout out for Charlie for being our top BDM of 2020 out of the country.
Number 1 BDM in the whole of the UK in her first year. Whoop whoop. Love, love.
Only 170 people she beat to the post. Go, Charlie. You're amazing.
Thank you very much.
And can I just say, one thing you just all need to log is that you're actually also in the top division. We're number 1 in the country, the number 1 division in the country. So, you know, don't want to blow our trumpets or anything. We couldn't do it without you. But isn't it amazing to be part of a really successful team? So well done, everyone, for that one.
Great team.
Go on, our teamwork makes the dream work. But if anyone wants to ask the number 1 BDM any specific questions, she's right there.
Yeah, the rest of us are having the week off. So Charlie, you're in charge.
Actually, I've got to go, I'm afraid. Does anybody does anybody have any questions just before we let you get on with your day? No, all good. Well, thank you everyone so much for coming on. As always, it's so lovely to see you on here. I know we really enjoy kind of seeing you all and getting together. So yeah, hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and we'll see you all soon. At 1.
Yeah, 1 o'clock. We'll put the recording up in our groups as well if you want to watch it back or share it with any of your team.
Bye guys.
Bye.